And we're back after a random crash last time, which I still don't know what caused it. I realized we actually had a save over at Cancel, which means, luckily, that we can just proceed back from Cancel and we can just, you know, make our merry way back without too much trouble. Since I believe last we did was just try and find ourselves, the Ante-Flame gloves, which I still don't quite remember where you're supposed to get those, but I do have some ideas. So, albeit a bit tedious, let's check out some of the logical places that you might be able to find something like this. First one, Mage Guild, you never know. Mage Guild does seem like the kind of place where you might find something like that, but doesn't seem like it's here. What other ideas do I actually, can I get the quest for Geomancy? Right. So with that quest, I know what to do with it. We'll do it when we get there. It's fine. Okay, so let's think about this logically. There's a couple places where we can check. This house has already been burglarized. This is a woman with the kids. The palace ornaments. I mean, I don't see why it would be here, but you never know. Okay. So let's think about this logically for a bit more. We have an item shop. We have a weapon shop. The thing is, I am sure it's in neither of those. So then, the next most logical place would be the Fire Guild, perhaps? I don't know. Map library, and we want to go to the Fire Guild? Well, I suppose we might as well give the flower. Alright, let's see. Does she sell? No. So it's not here either. Let me take a second to verify my files, my notes. At least one of my notes should have some form of Ante-Flame gloves. Where would I logically have put that? If I think about this logically. Or what would I have put that in my notes as? Huh. Actually, I am very sure. It says in my notes that it's there, that it's in the item shop. But in the item shop, it's called the Over Titan gloves. So, has the name of these things changed? That is a very realistic possibility that we should not be ignoring. This wouldn't exactly be the first time that the name of these things change. Or am I just misremembering so badly? That's also a possibility. That is also a possibility. I am so sure that it's the item from the item shop, though. That's the thing. Like, I am sure it's called the Ante-Flame gloves, but I'm probably just misremembering. But I am 99% sure it's the item that you get in the item shop. So let's start by trying that, and if that doesn't work, then I guess I'll have to do some more in-depth research on the matter. For a second I thought it was crashing again. Would have been. Over Titan gloves, yes. Yep, I mean, I guess it was this. Kind of weird, but could have sworn that it had a different name initially, but anyways, now that we've done that, so now we're being told to go back to the Fire Mage that sits in, oh, alright, we can hand that quest in as well. Okay, I guess he doesn't care that we finished the quest. He just... Alright. Now, there is a good reason why we're doing this stuff now and not, like, whatever. And it's a little bit cheesy, but you can get insane armor, insane weapons. Well, weapons are up for debate here. But you can get an insane armor pretty easily just by completing a couple of these quests. Due to some nice, cheesy ways of clearing quests. Not enough mind power. Well, with random, that doesn't really surprise me. Let's see, what do I have? That the wizardry card, probably. Still not high enough. Let's get Marion in here. Let's go for meditation. Still not high enough. Wow, it's 522. That is pretty sad. Let's go with the Rapawi dagger then. Alright, there we go. So usually at this point in the game, you'll always have enough gear to make most things work. Definitely not everything, but you can definitely like get most stat checks done by equipping the right set of gear at the right time. So there's that. Alright, let's go ahead and see. We'll go hand in that quest, and then I think... Yep. So as you can see, we can now venture down over here. Do we have 99 food rations? Yes, okay, good. Alright, so this is gonna take us over here. Don't go back. This will take us over here, and this is maybe like the hardest thing in the game, but it's also sort of the easiest. It kind of depends on how you look at it. The only thing we need to do is we need to venture over here, and you'll see we fight an Ancient Gaes and a Supreme Gaes. Now, if you're just going to attack these guys, I probably would not recommend that one, because they can be relatively hard to kill. However, you can ignore Lewis pretty safely. However, what we can do is, and I will say that this can take quite a while and quite a lot of attempts to work, but since these things are not immune to, death skills, something you can actually do is you can just spam death skills on them, and they will eventually, presumably, die. Now, remember what I said earlier when I said Lashea is really good? This is why. It's because these guys do not resist it. And it's actually the only damage over time skill, or effect, that you can inflict on them. Which in turn means that this is the only way to kill these guys without relying on death RNG, because I'm not 100% sure that the Supreme Gaes can even be killed with death skills. But he can definitely be killed with Lashea, which is why the Nahanaha Needle is indirectly the best item in the game. Because, well, evidently, the Nahanaha Needle is why we're clearing this fight. Also, Lashea either doesn't or very slowly runs out, so we shouldn't be struggling at all. And there we go! Easiest fight of my life, because Lashea is OP. Now when you kill them, you'll get a God Apple, a Holy Water Ivine Egg, Aquapania Flower, an Omega Bouton, and over here you'll find a Crystal Medu. But the thing we're actually after is right here, the Gaes Horned Armor, which is an ultimate, and actually the first ultimate that we've found. Now it counters hits, it protects against demolition and bleeding, it increases your evasion. But most importantly, as you can see, it increases your defenses like crazy. So, at this point you actually have a little bit of a choice. Obviously we're gonna save. You can either venture up and try and clear the rest of this place, which I will say, definitely not an easy thing to do. Although with the Nahanaha Needle, it's doable. But there is a couple encounters that will make this very hard. Now I am willing to venture in, see what we can do. But I'm pretty sure you'll see the encounter that forms the issue soon enough. It's not particularly hidden or anything. If we venture... Okay, here it is. So, yeah, this is basically the issue. Because these enemies are very fast, have an AoE skill, and deal a lot of damage. Now, the worst one of them died, so we might be fine here. We might also not be fine, it depends, I don't know. Okay, so we survived, that's good. We can go ahead and use Omega Tsunami to revive everyone. We find another growth mushroom, very nice. And now we could reach a split, and I think this is one of... Yeah, this is another one of those fights, except it's against the Temptress this time. So we're gonna use God's Blade on him, Severance, Undeath Curse, and Death. To be fair, he is inflicted with literally every debuff under the sun now, so that does make the fight notably easier. Okay, so as you can see, these fights definitely aren't easy per se. We're actually struggling a little bit to keep everyone alive, but it's doable thanks to the combination of items and skills that we have right now. And I dare say that that's the only reason that we're even standing a chance here, because if you're not leveled up, if you don't have the gear, this place is definitely a little bit above your pay grade. I think you're asked to come here in Laxius Force 3 as one of the final Mage Guild quests, actually. I don't know if it's one of the last ones, but it's definitely not early on. Which kind of gives you an idea of like when the game sort of expects you to do this. Although if you've done it before, then I think the game spawns in new enemies when you come here the second time. So it's not like the second time will be pointless. It's just you'll get more new enemies rather than the ones that were already in. Or it might just be that Laxius Force 3 just has more of them. I don't know. Anyways, venturing down here will get you more fights. And obviously you can see that Lashea is just incredibly good here. Now, if we venture down here, I believe if we head down here, we will run into I believe we'll run into another gold platform. You'll see that there's another 2 of them. So let's see what we can do. Now, they're going to fight us one by one, which is the good thing. We're just gonna stick to Undead Curse, Death, Lashea, all the good stuff. And this is why I feel the ancient ones are sometimes actually harder, because they have these crazy strong AoE attacks that can deal a lot of damage. But if you get the death skill off, it's kind of over anyways. But yeah, revival is basically pointless, because if they just use the AoE, your revived character is dead anyways. That being said, Death can land on these guys, so it's not particularly hard. The rewards they drop are kind of bad. A Talus Root for this one, and then I believe this one gives you something even worse. Or maybe better, I don't know. Maybe the Talus Root was the worst one. I don't remember. But as you can see, once they throw out the Ice Storm, you're kind of dead. And the point of this place in general is that later on in Laxius Force 3, you're tasked with clearing this place out. Okay, so it's a hero cream. Like I said, completely pointless. First of all, we have 99 of those. Second of all, hero creams in general are really only as good as you want them to be. I don't think a single-use heroism buff is going to make a character insanely good out of nowhere. Anyways, we have another ancient Gaes here. So same deal as the other ones, really. Okay, there goes everyone. Interestingly enough, Lewis actually counters even though he died. Not sure how he's doing that, but also have never seen anyone else do that, so that seems to be something specific to Lewis. Also, the amount of death fails that we've gotten here is pretty insane so far. Like, I know death doesn't have the best chance of happening, but it definitely feels like we're getting pretty unlucky here. I wonder how much God's Blade does to this guy. Probably not a lot, right? 400, yeah. Now, if you want to beat them the normal way, they can, in theory, be Medalist Cursed. And I think that maybe if they're Medalist Cursed, you also get better rates on your death skills. But if I cannot confirm that with certainty. Anyways, once we're up here, we're gonna see another one of these. So, you know, same deal as before. Medalist Curse plus death skills equals Happy Me, except he survived. We can use a life potion on Wendala, since we're reloading anyways if we die. Alright, so we died again. Notably, this place is really just a lot of save and reset, and then just use death skills until they die. There's very little else to it. And fundamentally, there doesn't really have to be much else to it. As you can tell, our skills really aren't dealing any significant damage to them. I think God's Blade plus Hero plus Full Party Heroism might... Actually, maybe Magnet Body does something, I don't know. It depends. Now, the Ancient ones aren't particularly hard anyways, because they can be Venomed anyways. Obviously, casting Death on them is just easier in general, but in theory, you can just use Undead Curse, and they'll eventually die to devenom anyways, if you survive their attacks. So, definitely less of an issue than the other ones. There we go. So if we venture up here, there's another growth mushroom right there. I did not manage to save. Oof, this might be bad. Demon Slaughterer, Undead Curse, and Pitwood Calling. Okay, Demon Slaughterer definitely did get most of them, but Wendala did get him. Why are they countering when they die? Is this something that I'm missing? Ironically, the extra damage from the Noxodox actually killed her. You genuinely don't see that a lot. She's plagued, so let's give her an enchanted potion. Okay, so they're all dead. Now, if you venture down here, I believe you just encounter 2 more of them. And then 2 more, and then there's another fight. Blue floor. Now, if you're stuck with this, with knowing whether you've killed them all, for example in Laxius Verse 3, you can definitely just look at the color of the floor and you'll know. It's pretty simple on that front. I guess I'll have Lewis defend, because why not? Fatigue. Don't think I've inflicted fatigue often. Whatever. So this one is one of the few ones that actually gives you something, namely the Exo Ring. The Exo Ring is a somewhat decent ring that boosts your attack power and inflicts Exo Body, makes you immune to a lot of stuff. Now, since Random does have the legendary helmet on, the Legendra helmet on, we can actually give this to him, and he will be even stronger than he is. You might be wondering, like, why are we only buffing Random? It's because that's all you need. And then if you venture up here, It might be funny to just look at it. If you venture up here, you'll see that this is blocked by the town of Hadratana. That is because that is the exit into the Ice Cave, where we have been a couple times. Which means that we have officially cleared the entire place. We've been everywhere. It's up here to go back. We have cleared the entire cave. So yeah, that's pretty good. We definitely did not struggle as much as we usually do. We kind of got lucky on the second fight there. The Supreme one didn't use any of his AoE skills, which is usually like a huge factor in how quickly you can clear the place. But we got the ultimate armor, which is really good. So that's why we did the entire quest line here. So she really doesn't want to join us, no matter what you try. And let's take a quick look at what quests we have left. So we have to convince Magdalena, find Skohar. You cannot do this one until Laxius Source 3, by the way. We did find the stolen icon, and this is kind of where the Undead Guild forms an issue. We can either finish the quests, these quests, and then we can continue and get more quests. Or, and that is kind of where the issue starts, we can wait until Laxius Source 3 so that we can actually find Skohar. And then once we found Skohar, we can finish it up. Now, I'm thinking... Yeah, no, yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's one more place where... Well, you can find Skohar in 2 places, actually. Not the point, though. So there is that. There is that. So I actually think that we're slowly but surely starting to run out of quests that we can do. I mean, we can definitely do the Magdalena one. We can hand in the 2 quests and then just not hand in the 3rd one, because I think he will ask. You have to actively select the option to, actually, we need to, yeah, we might as well visit the weather circle. It's fine. We'll just do that real quick. I think I said last video where to find the weather circle, so it's not like it's a huge out of your way thing. It's just that you have to come through the southern lands, and I really don't like this place because of the random encounters you can get here. I'm just not a fan of random encounters too much in Laxius Force. The fact that they don't always happen, and only some places have them, on top of the fact that there is both random and not random encounters, kind of makes me dislike them. But at this point, random isn't taking damage from anything anymore, because the Gaes ultimate armor is, I mean, it's kind of what the book says, you know, it's the Gaes ultimate armor. Okay, there we go. Quest complete. And another growth mushroom. Now, growth mushrooms are not particularly relevant, if I'm being honest, anymore. The only thing they're really relevant for is the quest that we did for the highest tree. And you can find enough of them to where you don't actually need Sylvain's store to appear. It's just a lot easier if you actually get a store to appear. Alright, now we can head back to the mainland, and I'm pretty sure that we are slowly reaching a little bit of the pinnacle of what we can do in this game. Can't help but notice that random doesn't have Death Strike yet, which is weird. Not too sure about that one. Anyways. We want to be in the Mage Guild. Brushin can learn it. I actually did not know that Brushin can learn Geomancy. That is actually so funny. I don't think I've ever had Brushin in the party long enough to do that. Okay, let's see. 720 mind, 440 resistance, and level 35. Okay, so he's level 34, 35. 770 resistance and 420 mind. Lord, how are we gonna do that one? I guess the blessed ring is the only way that we're gonna get. Oh wait, no, that's speed, right? No, yes, okay, good. Yep, this is the best gear that we have. Let's check one more time. 720 mine and 440 resistance. Whoops. Okay, yeah. That is arguably worse, but okay. The wizard card can help us with that. How are we ever gonna get Brushin up to that kind of mind power? That is going to be something. Holy. Alright, let's think about this. What we can do is we can put Sandy away, put Marion in the party. We're gonna go ahead and give Brushin meditation and obsidian muscles. That puts him at 440 resistance, which is what we needed, and 390 mind, which means if we now stock Marion back out of the party, and we do this for basically all our gold, we get 786 mind, which means Brushin can actually learn Geomancy now. Okay, so now let's check what Sarah needs, because I kind of forgot to do that. 900 mind, 40 resistance, and level 40. Okay, so let's just go back to title here. Let's put Sarah in the party as well. Although, that means that we don't have enough gold for this, so let's first sell something, I guess. Well, what can we sell? What can we sell? What can we sell? There. Okay. Good. So, I don't want to do that yet because I don't know if it's a flat bonus or not. Anyways, Sarah definitely has the stats. She's just not high leveled enough. She needs to be level 40. However, that is not a big issue. One of the issues in this game is that you need to constantly tag out characters because you can't have both in the party. Okay. So let's take a good look here. He has the stats once we get the bonus. She has the stats once we get the bonus. Alright. Let's save in a different slot here. Let's take another look. 1,500. And she needs 12,000 XP, basically. Oh, great. Yeah, right. This game doesn't have the... I forgot that this game doesn't have the XP egg shortcuts. She has to be halfway after this one, else we don't have enough. Okay, good. I mean, the quick math worked out, so... I would have been surprised if my math was that bad, but... Okay, one more level, and then she can learn Geomancy. So... Alright. Okay. Sarah and Brushin have learned Geomancy, so that's pretty great. Now Geomancy, I actually genuinely did not know that Brushin can learn this as well. So this is pretty nice, I guess. Anyways, Brushin can talk to Marion. And he can give her more HP, which... Oh, Marion can learn it as well. 700 mind, 300 resistance, level 40. Yeah, there's no way we're getting her there. See, that's one of the other issues. Actually... Does he have the skill already? Yes, okay. The issue is that with Marion, we don't have enough gold left to do the thing, but she needs 6,000 XP for this level, and then every next level will take more, so we have nowhere near enough XPX to make that work. Also, getting Marion to have the skill is a lot less relevant than the other characters, so it's fine. Lost Bundle, stop animal butchering, give the orb to Xavier, sure. Find a Katakari Blade. So all of these are quests that we cannot complete in Laxius Force 1. That is for sure. So I'm kind of thinking... So I'm kind of thinking that this might just be it for the current quest list. We can head back to the Undead Guild real quick. We can also head back to the Fighters Guild, but they don't have anything new, I believe. Well, I don't believe, I know. Also, I'm pretty sure that the Secret Guild does not exist yet in this game, so there's that. Yeah, so we can venture down here. I actually think if you don't have Wendala in the party, the door's just locked. So the other two quests, we could do them now. It's not hard or impossible to do them. That's not the point. It's just it costs 10,000 gold. And other than that, we've kind of done it anyways. So I'm kind of trying to think here, and I can't think of anything else that we have to do. I'm pretty sure that we have done everything that we need to do. Oh, no. Nope. Wait. No, that quest isn't available yet, I'm pretty sure. We can try, but no, it's definitely not available yet. Can you move? Thank you. Yeah. Like I said, not available yet. I think once the next story event happens, it becomes possible to escort someone here to not here. But I guess that's all we can do for now. For quests and stuff. Fun fact, if you kill this Anaconda often enough, you actually get a little event. Now, I suppose it is a question how often enough is. Oh. So, I guess if you wanted to see that scene, here you go. We need, Indy, I swear to God, food ration. Okay. 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 Consider me somewhat surprised. I've probably seen that before, but I had forgotten about it, if nothing else. Food rations. Food rations are, in my opinion, actually the single worst thing to exist in a game. I consider them actually atrocious. Okay, let's just hope that we don't crash again. We don't. Okay. So it probably was unrelated to the place we were at, which means I still don't really know why it crashed, but whatever. Now that we have the food rations, we can actually venture down, and we can go ahead and go to Arvindale Camp. And I mean, I'm kind of trying to think. Like, I kind of have an idea of what I want as one video, as the next video. So I kind of don't wanna do too much right now. I'm kind of thinking maybe now that you have the fire hands skill thing that guy was talking about, pulling out that sword actually works out. I'm trying to think of like where do I want to leave it off, because technically my videos tend to be longer than this, but on the other hand, like the next section is like a neat little package that I might not want to chop up too much. So you know it can. Oh, there is a dragon here. There is a strong dragon here. Now, luckily, these dragons, much like so many other things, are susceptible to Laxius because it is an elven disease. So, it does sort of make sense that a dragon would be susceptible to an elven disease, given that elves are all about killing dragons, and vice versa. So I'd say that makes good sense. Although, not sure if the lore behind it makes a lot of sense, in the sense of like, sure, there's lore, but how much of that is actual lore and how much of that is indie just forgetting to tag enemies as resisting the very rare status effects? That's up for debate. I choose to believe that he actively made Laxius very, very rarely resistant. Okay. Apparently he has an exhaustion skill, and apparently that is the first time in my life that I've seen an exhaustion skill actually work. Is random not immune to exhaustion anyways? I thought... I guess he's not equipped with it. Whatever, I thought does it. Not whatever. It doesn't really matter. These things don't respawn anyways, so... If I had gold, I probably would have cared, but I don't have gold anyways, so... Alright, we're gonna rest in a bit, and I think this is where we're gonna leave it off for today, because this is actually a vital point in the games. I think this is the point of no return. So we're gonna save, we're gonna leave it off for here for today, and I hope to see you guys in the next one, when we try and, like, I think 2 more episodes, and Laxius Force 1 will officially be over and done with. So, hope to catch you guys next time.